And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A first down throw for Bradford. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bradford going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Bradford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he finds Safarian-Jenkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You see it? You see it? Go! Let's go, Pete! Man, up! Check the heartbeat!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Monday. Let's go, D. Monday.
Following the interception, Bradford. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around and in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Monday. Hey, Jordan and Island over there. Single receiver. Monday.
First down, Bradford. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Monday.
From the gun, Bradford. And he whips that one incomplete there. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Bradford. Got his target, Samuel. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a great return up past the 40, but this one may not stand. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. We're on the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
There you go. You see it? You see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bradford on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play action. Now Bradford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 71 yards. Bradford now to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Uses the stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flushed, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Peterson. Pushing through the contact. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. One day. One day. Here we go, 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, 18. Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. Going underneath, it's Coleman. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This will be taken in at the 1. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Monday. Here we go, 5-5.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. We talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Bradford on 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Monday.
Working out of the gun. Bradford. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From the red zone now, Bradford. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. And he's gone 2-2 on us now. Had 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Set up! 180! Move, move, move. Red Ransom! Red Ransom!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here's McCaffrey. There's some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set up! 180!
A handoff left. McCaffrey shifts free at the 15. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
180!
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. There we go. Stop right there. Stop right there.
They begin the drive with Coleman. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Off the play fake, Bradford. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
One day.
It's Coleman here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this...
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the